Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Sandhya Khedekar. I work as principal at Gokul Education Society's College of Education, Sangamner, which is situated in Maharashtra, India. I'm very thankful to Dr. Nasir Ali and all the organizers of this short-term online course organized by Mahatma Gandhi University, ISS College of Education, some other colleges, and it's a pleasure to be here. And the topic today given to me is ICT in inclusive classroom. So I'll be talking about different tools of ICT, which tools we can use, digital tools we can use in the classroom situation. And when it comes to inclusive classroom, there are various kinds of students in our classroom. They have different needs, and based on their needs, we have to include various teaching learning processes. We have to change the pedagogies. We have to use various devices with help of technology. And I'll be discussing about the teaching learning process also with help of ICT in inclusive classroom and various assessment tools. We can say e-assessment tools, or with the help of ICT, how we can do the assessment in inclusive classroom. So, my dear friends and participants, we already know that National Education Policy 2020 itself has given a wonderful policy to India, which has five pillars. The five pillars, first one is access, second is equity, third is quality, fourth is affordability, and fifth is accountability. When we think of all these pillars about the access of education should be with every student, and we want to increase the gross enrollment ratio till 50% by 2035. So, with that vision, if we think of equity, so equal opportunity was already given in the education field, but we should give as per the need of the child. Means equity says that if child require more remedial teaching, child required more and more guidance about any particular topic or subject, we should give all the facilities to the students and learning environment to the student as per the need of the child. I'm sharing with you all the screen. I think the screen is visible to all of you. And let us first discuss about that which kind of tools are available, different ICT tools for inclusive classroom. If we think of information communication technology, it is always said that technology is a very best support system to all the teachers and professors in various schools, colleges, and universities. And if you see on the screen, there are many medias available right now. We are using most of them. And in COVID, after pandemic situation also, we could give very beautiful platforms to all the students. Those teachers who were not techno savvy, they learn the technology. We could manage to have different kinds of LMS, learning management systems. We could actually reach to the children in rural areas also in country like India. And most of the teachers in India, they did wonderful job with help of information and communication technology. So on the screen, you can see there are different medias available. Many things are available, and what to use. That is the basic question. That there are different recording. We can do recording of videos. We can use learning management systems. We can have our YouTube channel. We can use different medias like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. Some class tools for some presentation tools like Prezi. And if we think of all these tools, and when we are actually again discussing about the inclusive classroom, it says that if digital classroom is provided to the rural student, one experiment I did, this is a real example you can see in the picture, that if digital classroom is provided to the children, on the right hand side you can see the classroom before installation of digital classroom, and on the left hand side you can see the same classroom, the and same students who are actually experience the digital classroom, and they are provided with a facility of having a e-content. The pedagogy was changed. all the teachers, they tried to incorporate various kinds of pedagogies and technologies. And it was actually the pre-interior and post-interior of the classroom. You can see over here. And it was a wonderful learning teaching experience we can give to all kinds of students. So when I think of this, it's all about every child should feel that I am part of this class. I am actually, I belong to this class. I own this learning environment. So that giving that feel, actually, that is a real success of education system. So in these pictures, you can see children are more happy when we provide more facilities to them. And we can have some innovative programs for the students. We can give different learning experience to the students. We can use many digital medias for learning processes. So these are some real pictures where actually I trained few of the school teachers, and those teachers, help of ICT, with the help of technology, they could give a better learning environment to their students. So this is actually a picture of Ashram School in Maharashtra, where students were provided with ICT devices and digital classrooms. So this is very much possible, my dear friends. So you can see in this picture, I am giving to the teachers, and teachers are training to the students. So we think too much about effective methods of teaching and not enough about effective methods of learning. So when it comes to teacher always thinks that what are the different methods of teaching? But my dear friends, we have to learn that what are different methods of learning. And if we actually come to this point that there are the need for improved teacher preparation. It is very needed, and people are made, not born. The growth mindset is very much necessary because we have to adapt the technology, and the future classrooms will be with the all facilities of technology. So what is effective teaching? Effective teaching, there are many definitions. I'm not going to tell you all the definitions. You already know that what exactly effective teaching means. We have to be very much innovative. We have to be very much creative. We have to use different tools of teaching, because building community and reflective practitioners through technology is an essential part. So the best practices network and collection of research and examples of practices based upon what works. So being a teacher or being a professor or being a teacher educator, I have to think that what works for my classroom, what works for my students, and accountability system as a usable tool for bridging the gap. So we have to give information to the student, we have to do improvement, we have to inspire the students, and it is in circular process, because being a teacher in the knowledge society is again a challenge. And in inclusive classroom, sharing beyond the classroom is very much needed, because traditional sharing of teaching materials, if you think, the educator and the learner were at the same level earlier. But now we say that educator and teacher are at the learner are at the same level. Means we have to think from the perspective of a learner, from the perspective of a child or perspective of the student, that what kind of resources shall I provide to my students? And nowadays there are many open education resources available. OERs are available, and we have to first make a plan that how many years do you plan to teach. If I am planning to teach for next 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, or 5 years, whatever your schedule is, accordingly you must think that in next 5 years what kind of technology is going to change, what kind of pedagogies I have to adapt, what kind of different methods of teaching I have to learn, because whatever I learn, that only I can give to my students. So we have to make different strategies for this. Various open educational resources are available. So many ideas are there, and with help of technology, with help of various devices of ICT. We can use these open educational resources. So I think you might be knowing what is OER. It is freely, publicly accessible material or resources for any user to use. Openly licensed text, media, and other digital assets useful for teaching, learning, and assessing research purposes, available to remix, improve, and redistribute. And you might be knowing about this Creative Common licenses, that some licenses are given like CC BY or CC BY SA. If you go on Creative Common license website, you will come to know that if any particular document, if you want to reuse, if it is licensed, you have to take a permission from the author. If it is freely available, if it is open resource, you can use it freely for the purpose of education. And those resources who are copyrighted, you have to take a proper permission from that particular author. So uh, while thinking about various tools or gadgets or various medias of ICT for inclusive classroom, Google Drive is one of the best option where you can upload your data. You can give the access of Google Drive to your students also, to your colleagues also, because many documents, presentations, spreadsheet, forms, all kinds of documents, it can be shared. They can make editable. You can collaborate with other teachers, or you can collaborate with other colleges. You can collaborate with your university, and many surveys, presentations, and worksheet can be shared with the help of Google Drive. There are many presentation tools as well, like VoiceThread is there, Glogster is there. Prezi is one of the wonderful presentation tool, because we were using only PowerPoint presentation till now. Means using PPT is, I think, a very basic thing right now. We have to go one step ahead. We have to think beyond all the technology, that what is very much feasible for me, and I should learn new and new technology to give various kinds of experiences to my students. You can use flip books, you can use SlideShare, and all these tools, they are very, very effective when you use it for various kinds of content. Again, we have to think that what kind of students I am teaching, what is the age group of the students, that is the first thing. Then what is my content as per the need of my topic, as per the need of my subject. I will use various presentation tools. So tools to make video lessons, you might be knowing there are thousands of ways to make video lessons. Few of them are, you can create your own YouTube channel, you can record your video on Zoom or Screencast-O-Matic or Anumoto or Photo Story 3 or Windows Movie Maker, Brainshark, Screen R. There are many, many, many options freely available, and you can download any app, you can use any website for making a video, and you can upload your video on any platform like YouTube channel or learning management system or website of your college or whatever it is. Means depends on the requirement of your particular subject. VoiceThread is one of the wonderful tool, I can say. You can upload PowerPoint slides, add voice recording, lessons, instructional materials, projects, etc., and embed to Blackboard. We simultaneously we can use the chalkboard or blackboard, or we can say whiteboard, to give some notes or points to our students. Then we have some more tools. Means in the first part, I will be talking about the various ICT tools for inclusive classroom. In the middle, I will talk about the learning teaching process. And at the end, I will tell you some of the assessment tools, which tools are available very easily and which can be used very effectively. So some tools are Google Classroom is there, Google Docs, voice typing. And Google Docs has having a very wonderful feature. For example, I don't know how to type in various languages. So what I'll do, I'll go in the Google Docs, I'll select the language, and I can voice type with the help of Gboard. Means I will speak and it will automatically get typed. Isn't it a wonderful tool? That those who don't know, for example, I stay in Maharashtra, and I can type only in English and I can't type in Marathi language. And I want some document or my content uh, to type in Marathi. So what I'll do, I'll go in the Google Doc, I'll select this language Marathi, and I will just speak whatever I want to type, and it will get automatically typed. And Google Classroom, I think you might be knowing that Google has given this wonderful feature that we can use Google Classroom as our personal room for a particular subject. We can add our students, we can add other teachers also. We can upload our videos, documents, PDFs. Even we can share the assessment tool on Google Classroom. So Google Classroom can be used as one of the free LMS, learning management system. Google Forms, I think from pandemic, we already know for various purposes we are using Google Forms, right? From registration, admissions, feedback, even some assignments or examinations, some MCQs for various purposes, for collecting the data of the student, collecting the data of alumni. We are using Google Form for various purposes. Then we have Google Sites. It is again a wonderful feature given by Google, and you can make your own website for free. You can upload your data, you can upload your subject material, you can upload your e-content, you can give some links, and you can have your own website. It can be personal, it can for the college, it can for the for communication with the students also. And it is a wonderful feature by Google again. Then Xmind tool is there where you can have different kinds of graphs. You can prepare a content, and with the help of graphs and flowcharts, you can share with the students. YouTube, I think you already know, most of the teachers all over the world, they created their own YouTube channels. They developed e-content and they are posting their videos for their purpose of education. Camtasia is there where you can record your videos. It is a wonderful tool again to record the videos of your lecture or your sessions. Participating in MOOC, massive open online course, we all are familiar with that. MOOC can be used one of the effective way of giving different kinds of courses, delivering the content, and MOOC can be used for short-term courses also, as a learning management system also. Edmodo is one of the very best option where you can upload the content also, you can take examinations, and many features are available on Edmodo. Presentation Tube is again one of the tool where you can record your videos and you can upload on any platform. So these are some of the tools. Few more tools I will be telling you because I personally used all these tools. That's why I'm telling you all this. Loom is one of the video recorder. You just have to go on Google, download the Loom, and you can record the whole screen. Means once you start with the recording, it will record your whole screen, whatever activity you are doing. You are sharing the PowerPoint presentation, you are talking, your voice, your video, your presentation, everything will get recorded, and it is again a free tool. Then renderforest.com is there where beautiful animations can be used. Renderforest is one of the website where you just have to select your subject, select your content, and it will give you a various animations. Some ready-made animations are also available. You can make your own animations and you can upload. Very beautiful website. Just visit it and you can use some animated presentations for your purpose of education. Because when we use this in inclusive classroom, it is very much actually student get interest in your particular content, in your particular topic, and students feel that this is for me. And with the help of pictures, with the help of animations, with the help of various characters in those animations, students learn better. Whiteboard.fi is again a wonderful tool, or we can say it is a website. Again, it is free. Wonderful whiteboard is provided by this website, and you can use it like a chalkboard. You can write anything, you can post anything, you can draw a picture on it, and you can again record it. You can share the content with the student, you can share the link with the students. Then next is Screencast-O-Matic. It is again a screen recorder. Like we use Zoom, we use Loom, we use other recorders like Camtasia and all that. So it is one of the screen recorder. Jamboard.google.com, wonderful tool again, where you can post some pictures, you can draw beautiful diagrams, you can pin various, we can say it is a like we post or we paste many things on notice board. So it can be used like in a notice board. It is a wonderful tool we can use for education purpose. Classroomscreen.com, then Open Broadcaster software, Zoom, OpenShot, MindMap using MindMaster. These are some of the, again, video recording tools for your lectures or to communicate with your students. Zoom, I think most of us are using, and on Zoom platform itself, we have a facility of recording our own lecture and we can record the lecture. Google's Classroom, I think you already know that it is developed by Google, especially for managing virtual classroom. And it is structured tool that assists the teachers in managing their coursework, establishing communication with the student, using the classroom. I'll not go in detail. Most of you might have already used Google Classroom. Google Docs, I already told that it is a version of Microsoft Word. Voice typically, it's actually, when we think of typing, Word is better. But when we think of voice typing, I'm just talking and it is getting automatically typed. So that is a wonderful feature. And same methodology could be adopted to share spreadsheets, slide presentation, Google Forms, and drawings in the Google Docs. The most popular approach today is online learning, and we have to go with the blended mode. National Education Policy 2020 already says that we have to adopt new technology. We have to come up with new ideas of artificial intelligence, then robotics, virtual uh, reality, augmented reality, and we have to use various technologies in the classroom situation. And at the same time, if we learn various tools, ICT tools, to teach in the classroom, I think this is the wonderful thing. And a few again examples I have shared on the screen. So it is a very much challenging again to use different or various tools for our e-content. And general implementation process for improving academic performance in the inclusive classroom situation is we have to build a team, we have to do a teamwork, we have to make different agreements, database action plan, implementation on it, and evaluation. Again, action plan, implementation, and evaluation. This is in circular direction, that again we have to make new action plan. If we fail in something, we have to implement it, again evaluate, and with the help of the positive and negative both feedbacks, we again have to make a new agreement and new action plan, and we have to implement. So it is a very continuous process. And if we think of assessment part through ICT in inclusive classroom, so in assessment part, there are many tools available online also and even offline also. In both mode we can use in inclusive classroom, but I will be telling you with help of ICT only today in this for this particular session. So if we teach today the way we were taught yesterday, we aren't preparing students for today or tomorrow. So that is one of the wonderful quote, that we have to change our pedagogies and we have to understand the psychology from primary to higher education. Every student has different need. There are many slow learners in the classroom. There are bright children again. There are some special children. Students come from various social, economical, spiritual backgrounds. And depending on their backgrounds, they have different perspective about education. They come up with different needs. And to fulfill all the needs, in inclusive classroom, we have to include each and every child, and we have to change our pedagogy more effectively in to achieve the goal of education. So we have to be ready for new challenges. Younger generation is more smart. I think you all will agree with me that younger generation is very much smart. And if we think of evolution of learning and using technology for teaching and learning, we were using blackboard and chalkboard earlier. Then we shifted to whiteboard and marker. Then we shifted to transparency slides and overhead projector. Then we now shifted to PowerPoint presentation, CAI, web-based learning teaching tool. CAI is computer assisted instruction. Then we shifted to video conferencing, e-classroom in pandemic situation, wireless technology, and now we are in innovation phase, that is innovative technology. In 2023 we are now, and we are in the process of implementation of National Education Policy 2020, and innovation and creativity is the base of that. And we are in the phase of education 4.0. We are in the fourth generation, because in first generation of education, lectures and memorization was there. In second generation, internet enabled learning. In knowledge producing education, in third generation, and innovative producing education in the fourth generation. So we have to think of more and more innovation. And my dear friends, information communication technology, that is various digital tools, various communication tools, various technology tools, they will support us to give more and more innovative ideas in the field of education. Because we do not believe that technology will replace teachers, but it may fundamentally change the role of teachers and lead to new teaching tools and practices. So when we think of technology, some teachers ask me, Madam, if we use so much technology, then why teacher is needed? My dear friends, if we think of developed countries, most of the developed countries, they use technology in their classroom. Still, they need a good teachers. Teacher is never going to be replaced by technology, because technology is an assistant tool to teacher. Teacher's role is very, very crucial and important in this education 4.0 era, and we are moving towards education 5.0. That means our role is very responsible, and we have to be always updated with the help of technology, because we faced many challenges of COVID-19. We developed e-content. We did online teaching, technical training did, and various online assessment tools we used. So which are different tools? Because why it is needed to understand that which tool is important for me and which tool I can use for my students in inclusive classroom is, if we taught music the way we try to teach engineering in an unbroken 4-year course, we could end up with all theory and no music. When we study music, we start to practice from the beginning, and we practice for the entire time. So if we think Bloom's version of 2.0, the revised version says that knowledge, understanding, application, analyzing, evaluation, and creation. The ultimate, we can say, the aim of learning teaching is creation. Create something. So after evaluation, after examination, our role is not over. We have to create something out of that. Because why we are teaching, we are producing some kind of knowledge to the student. Student try to understand. Student apply that knowledge and understanding in different situation. They try to analyze. Then evaluation part is there, and after evaluation, creation is one of the important aspect. I want to show you here that in various presentations tool like EduCreations, Glogster, Haiku Deck, these are some of the examples where you can use for your teaching learning process various presentation tools, and they are very wonderful. Like Pick to Chart is there, Prezi is there, Visme is there. These are presentation tools, my dear friends. Means right now I am using a presentation for this session, and this presentation can be made in various tools of presentation, like Pick to Chart is there, Prezi is there, Visme is there. Then there are some online whiteboards which I can use while teaching my students. Like Classroom Screen is there, explain everything. Those teachers who are teaching any language or philosophy, psychology subjects, explain everything is one of the wonderful tool you can use. Whiteboard.fi is one of the tool which is used like a online whiteboards. Then Quizlet, Socrative, you can use for conducting some quizzes or online examinations. Means Quizlet is a classroom app for fun, effective engagement through activities, and which can be used for various assessment, quizzes, and evaluations. Again, Socrative is one of the very effective tool where flashcards, diagrams, games, quizzes can be used with Quizlet. Then enhance writing ability tool are there if you want to enhance the writing ability of a child. Some students who are not good in writing, and we want to improve their writing skills. So you can use these ICT tools like Boom Writer is there, Storyboard is there, Story Jumper is there. So these tools can be used for enhance the writing abilities. And Google tools already shared with you that Google Classroom, Google Docs, Google Sheet, Google Slides, Google Forms, and these are all free tools and very effective tools. So on this slide, you can see some of the examples of assessment tools, where if I want to conduct any examination or assessment of a student in an inclusive classroom. So Testmos is one of the wonderful website where you can go and you can put your questions, you can have MCQ, you can have small answer, long answer, and you can just share the link with the student. Student will appear for the examination. Student will answer all the questions online, and immediately the result will get displayed to the student also and for the teacher also. So you don't have to assess, you don't have to give marks, you don't have to make corrections. You just have to provide the link of test notes to the student. Student will answer the questions and result will be ready. You will come to know how many students attempted, at what time they attempted, how many questions are correct, which questions are not correct, and how many marks are gained by a child. So this facility is provided by Testmos. I have used it my students and it is wonderful tool, my dear friends. Then Google Classroom can have facility of assessment. We can put some assessment, we can give some questionnaires, we can give some Google Forms in classroom itself, and with help of Google Forms and some Google Classroom assessment tools, we can take examination of a student. TestU is one of the wonderful website. Again, you can go on TestU, you can put your questions, you can upload your question paper, and students can give the examination. Kahoot is one of the, again, a very good assessment tool where various options are given, and with help of those options in a group only, if you enter in the class and you give the code of a Kahoot class, and student just enter that code number, and student at the same time they can give examinations and the result will be ready. Socrative is there, Mentimeter is there. These are again beautiful tools. And some ICT technology tools, we can say Hypodeck is there, Glogster, uh, FlipSnap, Padlet, Story Jumper, Storybird, Quizlet, Scratch Animoto, Pixton, Boomwriter, Visme, ThingLink, Education, Socrative, Edmodo, Schoology, Pictochart. Many tools are available, my dear friends. These are some of the examples. Hundreds of tools for teaching learning, hundreds of tools for assessment, hundreds of tools for creating a wonderful teaching learning environment. Isn't it wonderful that technology has given so many facilities to all the teachers and to all the students? So again, Nearpod is there, Screencast-O-Matic, one of the presentation tool, or we can do video recording. VoiceThread is there, Whiteboard, Canva. Canva is again a wonderful site where you can go, you can make some brochures, you can make certificates, and with help of all those beautiful pictures and everything, you can some posters you can make, and you can ask your students to do a project with help of Canva. And Screencastify is there, Lesson Up is there. So this picture is very much famous. We all know about it. For a fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. So if we give similar kind of examination to all the students, it is actually a not good method of evaluation. So we have to give assessment as per the ability of a student, as per the need of that content, and as per the requirement of that particular age group. So we have to think of the age group of the student, background of the student, various needs of the students, and on need-based evaluation is important. Because if we focus more on formative assessment, it is the best way of evaluation. Because in summative, students just remember, memorize, they come for the final exam and they appear for the exam. But based assessment is a summative assessment where with a small time of interval, we can assess student again and again. But we can give different kinds of question papers, questionnaires, or assessment for every kind of student as per their needs, as per their age group, as per their various social and economical background. So again, few tools I'll be sharing for assessment. Quiz is one of them, QUIZIZZ. So in this tool, you can use, it is an alternative to Kahoot again, multiple choice questions you can use. Clickers is there, where again multiple choice true, false questions can be asked. Then we have ED puzzle. ED puzzle is one of the wonderful tool that multiple choice short answers can be used. Recap is one of the assessment tool where open and closed questions can be used. Kahoot, I already told you, multiple choice. Quizlet, flashcards, spelling, and multiple choice questions can be asked. Flip quiz is one of the wonderful tool that short answers can be asked. Google Form has many features like multiple choice, short answer, long answer, check boxes, linear scale, multiple choice grid. So various kinds of questions can be added in Google Form. Padlet is one of the wonderful tool. Open as closed questions you can ask in this tool. Then poll everywhere, multiple choice and short answer. You can just raise the poll and you will get the answers for any particular content. Socrative, in Socrative, you can use multiple choice, pre-programmed exit tickets. Discussion is one of the assessment tool where multiple choice, true, false, short answer, long answer, fill in the blanks, matching, ordering can be used. So this is a website or a YouTube channel created by me. The name of the channel is Dr. Sandhya Khedekar. If you want to explore that how these tools can be used, or how you can use various assessment tools. Every tool is explained by me in various videos. You can just go on this YouTube channel and you can refer for teaching learning purposes. And you can give wonderful assessment tools to your students. Even various ICT learning tools also I have elaborated in detail for every tool. Means I have given many examples in this presentation. And every tool is explained in my videos on my YouTube channel, that is Dr. Sandhya Khedekar. Technology is a friend of education, and there is no reason to fight this trend. Right on the contrary, by incorporating digital tools in classroom, you become an effective school leader who fosters innovation. So, my dear friends, we need to be the change we want to see happen. We are the leaders we have been waiting for, whom we are waiting. Let's be that leader that we really want to change the needs, or we want to change the whole scene of a whole structure, whole we can say particular. I am a class teacher of a particular class, and I want to do some innovation in my pedagogies. I want to do some creative activities in my classroom. Who is stopping you from doing that? So take that ownership that this is my classroom, these are my students, and we don't have to do different things, we have to do things differently. So it is very much needed. Some of the references from for my presentation. So I am stopping the sharing the screen now. So my dear friends, today I have given a summary of few tools, ICT tools, which are very much important, essential, very user friendly, and they can be easily used by any teacher all over the world. Means we don't have to take rigorous training that how to use these kind of tools. On the websites of all these tools, it is self-explained, or once we download we come to know how to use. There are various ICT tools for teaching learning. We can use various e-assessment tools, various ICT tools for assessment, for conducting examinations, for continuous formative assessment. There are various tools, and on depending on the age group of the students, depending on the content to which class we are teaching, and what is our learning outcome, program outcome, we have to think on that aspect also. So based on that and based on the needs of students in the inclusive classroom, because our students come from various background, they come from various geographical background, various economical background, social background, special need children, then slow learners, bright students, and to handle all these kind of students, it is again a challenge for all of us. And being a teacher, we take those challenges every day. So I'm very much happy, and I'm very much sure that every teacher is capable and every teacher can incorporate all these ICT tools in daily teaching learning life. So, my dear friends and participants, it is my request to all of you to adapt these new technologies. Just go through all these tools and try to use all these tools in your classroom situation. because technology is one thing which is a great support system to all the teachers, and we can give a very rich learning experiences to our students in the classroom situation. So all the best to all of you, and happy learning. All the best. Thank you so much. I'm very much thankful to all the organizers of this short term course for inviting me, and let us have a very happy environment in our inclusive classroom. Thank you so much. Thank you.